Through the defense of the Constitution that all of us succeed.
There's an organization that stands for what we believe in as Americans, and they do it without apologizing.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Rula Alouche, CARE's National Board Chair. From our beginning 20 years ago in a small office on K Street in Washington, D.C., CARE had a goal of changing America for the better through positive civic engagement and by working to protect the freedoms guaranteed for all Americans by the Constitution. In those 20 years, CARE has, alhamdulillah, had a tremendous impact on the American Muslim community and on how our community is viewed and treated.
In our early years, CARE's main impact was in the workplace and in popular culture. From our first educational campaigns about stereotypical portrayals of Islam and Muslims in films like Executive Decision, The Siege, True Lies, and Jihad in America, to news conferences outside companies that discriminated against Muslim employees, CARE has helped millions of Americans understand that all our nation's citizens deserve equal and dignified treatment. When terrorists attacked the Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City in 1995, CARE helped the nation avoid an even greater backlash against Muslims who were falsely accused of committing the attack. When Nike, the world's #1 athletic company, insulted Muslims, CARE turned that insult into a benefit for the American Muslim community. Nike responded by recalling the sneaker and donating a playground for American Muslim children. Through the distribution of hundreds of thousands of educational guides to employers, healthcare workers, journalists, educators, and law enforcement officials, CARE helped make sure that discrimination was stopped before it occurred. CARE's voter registration and Get Out the Vote campaigns and training of Muslim leaders and activists in professional lobbying techniques helped strengthen the American Muslim voice on Capitol Hill and in state legislatures nationwide.
CARE does a wonderful work of normalizing the relationship to be a Muslim and American. CARE shows that there's no contradiction with being a good American and a good Muslim.
A CARE annual initiative to inform Americans of all faiths about Ramadan led to massive increases in media coverage of the holy month. The CARE Quran distribution campaign has distributed copies of the Quran to tens of thousands of fellow Americans, and the response has been tremendous. In the past 20 years, CARE has grown from just 2 people at a small Washington office to a diverse national institution with hundreds of staffers, board members, and volunteers in chapters across the country. We are proud of our diversity and of the role women leaders have played and continue to play in our chapters and in our national board.
Since CARE's inception 20 years ago, CARE has empowered the American Muslim community. It has provided them with a national and local voice and has given them a seat at the table, and also has provided the American society in general a unique voice that needs to be heard, and that is the Muslim voice.
CARE is here on Capitol Hill. Our headquarters are in Washington, D.C. Every year we bring experts from across the country to meet with the officials who are elected to represent them. We train these experts, we give them talking points, we give them issues, we send them up on the Hill. They speak to the people who are elected to represent them, and then we here at the national office do the follow-up to make sure that these requests coming from the Muslim community are heard and acted on.
The importance of CARE to America is as we see the continued rise of Islamophobia and the distortions of some in the Muslim world, there needed to be a mainstream, large mass organization of Muslims in this country that are committed to the principles that the country stands for and that human rights organizations stand for.
All Muslims want to challenge Islamophobia, but not all Muslims have the resources, the experience, or the knowledge needed to challenge Islamophobia. That's what CARE provides. We have articulate spokespeople who can go in the media, even in hostile media, and challenge Islamophobia. We do the research. We analyze who is funding Islamophobia. We analyze who is behind the growing Islamophobia movement in America. We expose these people, and we're able to work with the hundreds and perhaps thousands of media outlets in the United States and around the world to bring the real message of Islam to the American public and the world public.
When mosques and Islamic institutions were targeted by hatred and violence, CARE was on the ground with community leaders offering legal help and advice on safety and security.
We envision America 20 years from now, where the American Muslim community have the rightful place at the political, social, and academic table, where Muslims will be celebrated, respected, and honored for their contributions.
CARE is a great organization. I believe in CARE, and there is no organization in America that I've given more money personally than CARE. I always donate to CARE because CARE makes a difference. Please donate as much as you can. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amen. The English translation of that is as follows. In the name of Allah, most merciful and compassionate, all praises be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, most merciful and compassionate, Lord of their reckoning. You alone we worship, and you alone we seek help. Guide us in the straight way, the way of those you have blessed, not of those upon whom is wrath, or those who are sent. Amen. And with that, I greet you. I'm Hassan Rashid, and I welcome you to another episode of the history, community life, and diversity of Muslim Americans in New England. And with that, I greet you and welcome you with the ancient Islamic greeting and cordial of peace, justice, and goodwill, and that is Assalamu alaikum. Okay, first I'd like to send out offer some condolence for the victims of the Taliban attack in high school. The Islamic Society of North America and a number of other Islamic groups, so we'll just deal with this letter that the ISNA, Islamic Society of North America, is offering, and we'll just hope it serves the purpose of representing all of the other Islamic groups in North America, and especially in New England. And okay, ISNA offers condolence to victims of the Taliban attack on high schools, condemns the killing of innocent civilians. Today, the Islamic Society of North America offered its condolence to victims, mostly children, of the Taliban attack on a high school located in Peshawar, Pakistan. According to the media reports, Taliban gunmen forced their way through high school and opened fire, killing 132 students and 9 staff members, with over 120 students and 3 staff members injured. In a statement, the ISNA president, Azhar Aziz, said, "Our deepest condolence and prayers go out to the victims and their families of this senseless attack. There can be no justification, religious or otherwise, for the killing of innocent school children and school staff." So that's the Islamic Society of North America is the largest and oldest Islamic umbrella organization in North America. Its mission is to foster the development of Muslim community, interfaith relations, civic engagement, and better understanding. And once again, they sent out their condolence for this to the family, friends, relatives, and loved ones, and to the Muslim community for this senseless attack on innocent people. Okay, with that, I'm Hassan Rashid, and I also sent out my condolence too. Okay, we're looking at the we're looking at December moon phase calendar, and as you know, the sign of the crescent is the official symbol of the religion of Islam. Okay, which is a symbol which symbolizes or represent life. Okay, the sun, moon, and stars; those are the major forces that create life in the universe, and so this is the symbol of the Islamic religion, or the Islamic flag. The true Islamic flag is the crescent. So if you if you of a sky observer, you can see that tonight the crescent is in the sky. It's in the sky. It's in the evening sky out there right now. If you can view it through the clouds, it may be a cloudy night, but the crescent will be visible until the 21st of December, and it will disappear on the 22nd and reappear as the waxing crescent on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, and 28th. 29th is the half moon. But right now you can see waning crescent moon out there until the 21st, and that's a good sign in the sky. That's a real good sign, especially as it's a time of most important religious holidays that there is. There is Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa is coming up. Christmas is coming up, and several other religious holidays are coming up during this period. So this is a good time of the year for everyone. Okay, all praise is due to Allah. Okay, the Center for Arabic Culture, 191 Highland Avenue, Unit 6B, Somerville, would like to, okay, hold on, would like to, want you to know that they want you to watch them on TV. They'll be coming, they'll be on TV this Thursday, December 18th at 3:30 p.m. But that's the Boston Neighborhood Network. That's BNN. That's not CCTV. So watch the Council on Arabic, Culture presenting a delicious Middle Eastern dish on the Boston Neighborhood Network. That's tomorrow, this Thursday, December 18th, 3 to 3:30 p.m. The Seniors Count program will air on Comcast Channel 9 Boston only, RCN's Channel 23 Boston only, or stream online worldwide at http://bit.ly/1km7jdq. That's watch the that's the Council on excuse me. That's the Center for Arabic Studies that they're located at 199 Highland Avenue, Somerville. So they'll be on TV tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. And so you watch them on TV, okay? We're talking about TV right now. I have another video I want to show you, and it will update you on the latest news in the Islamic community. So you stay tuned for this one. This will give you a rundown of all the news highlights from the past few weeks here in December.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Ibrahim Hooper with CARE's weekly news update. This week, CARE urged Kansas Governor Sam Brown
Sorry about that. We put the wrong video on. No, we'll get that next. We'll get to that next time. So, but we're all humans. We do make mistakes. So I need your forgiveness on that one. But we'll get back to that in the future, in the episodes, in the days to come, if time permits. So we'll just move right along to another video that I have prepared for you. So here it is.
The Council on American Islamic Relations, established in 1994, is the largest organization representing the interests of Muslims in the United States. Nihad Awad, the Council's president, came to America from Jordan as a young man to study engineering.
American Muslims and Islam are growing steadily. Our study has shown in the past 10 years a 74% growth rate of mosques in America, which is almost double of the mosque number in the United States, and so is American Muslim institutions. And that reflects the growth of the number of Muslims themselves. In terms of influence, American Muslims are enfranchised. They are among the most educated segment of American society, and that by itself is an assurance that it gives us an indication that American Muslims one day are going to be politically enfranchised and including in the decision-making process.
The country's older Arab American population now makes up only about a quarter of the Muslims here. There are a similar number of more recently arrived South Asians, as well as a similar number of African Americans who have converted to Islam. In recent years, the influence of these groups in American society has been growing.
The ability for American Muslims is there to articulate themselves to the general public, to negotiate their space and their future, and that's taking place aggressively within American Muslims. American Muslims, according to studies, are an important swing vote in this upcoming election, whether in the state of Florida, Virginia, or Ohio, and that's recognized by independent researchers.
Discrimination against Arabs and Muslims got worse after the 2001 terror attacks.
9/11 has drastically affected the Muslim community in a very negative way because of the massive misperception about Islam and the association between Islam and the killing of innocent people. The number of discrimination cases that we receive has shot up drastically. The hate crimes that Muslims are subjected to are increasing, but also the Islamophobia movement that has been using misperception about Islam and their hostility to mobilize hate and even politicians to pass legislation against American Muslims is very challenging to us. And these were not there before 9/11.
While many people here are ignorant about Islam, Muslim leaders say Americans have generally grown more accepting.
I see a lot of improvement, a lot of people accepting Islam because they come here and visit us. Some of them, they really want to be Muslims. Other, their relationship at least very clear, and they are very understanding of the Muslims and their behaviors. What I mean by behavior, when they fast, when they require to go to feast, when they ask for holidays to participate in the mosque or in the communities, it's very simple and easy for them.
Islam is now the second fastest growing religion in America, after Mormonism, the Christian offshoot that is the religion of the presumed Republican Party candidate for president, Mitt Romney. The 9/11 terror attacks were a jolt to America's Muslim and Arab communities. They brought an increase in Islamophobia, but at the same time they forced American Muslims to organize and press for their rights. They now play a larger and more visible role in American society than ever before. Burton Bolag, KSA2, Washington.
Okay, New England Mosque marks 50 years. The mosque, which started with the $50,000 structure in Quincy Point, has expanded 2 mosques that include school. Marking 50 years of success in the community, the Islamic Center of New England held a ceremony and a banquet on Saturday, November 22nd, to celebrate decades of serving the fastest growing American Muslim community. Islam is not shooting, killing, and arguing. Ahmed Barika, a huge Hootsneck resident and vice president of the Islamic Center in New England, said. Barak remarks about the recent crimes by militants in the name of Islam were made during his sermon about the vital role played by the decade-old mosque in Massachusetts, Quincy. We want to teach the next generation that Islam is not ISIS, Al-Qaeda ideology. Islam is a religion of peace. The mosque, which started with $50,000 structure in Quincy Point, has expanded to 2 mosques that include schools founded in 1962. The Islamic Center, which started with only 7 families, has more than 1,000 member families from all over the South Shore and the Greater Boston, hailing from 36 different nationalities. Between 1990 and 2003, the mosque had faced many challenges, including arson fire, serving the new generation of U.S.-born Muslims. $1.5 million expansion are proposed for the Quincy Mosque, along with the $6 million plus expansion for the Sharon Mosque. The community is growing significantly, and we're looking to accommodate the people Nasser said. The United States is home to a Muslim minority of between 6 to 8 million. A survey published last August found that American Muslims are the most moderate around the world. It also shows that U.S. Muslims generally express strong commitment to their faith and tend not to see an inherent conflict between being devout and living in a modern society. Okay, so that's the Quincy Mosque. That's the Islamic Center of New England. Quincy Mosque marks its 50th year. Okay, we're going to make a 90-degree turn and tell you a little bit about what's happening here at CCTV before we leave you this evening. Okay, there's still time to register for war propaganda. Okay, that's a class that's being offered tomorrow. That's tomorrow, Thursday, right here at CCTV from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And I think there's still space available, and you still can register for the class. The class will look at many different types of war propaganda from World War I to present day, such as posters, films, radio, newspapers, advertising, information on the internet through looking and listening to the various media. We will discuss the clear and hidden messages and the difference between argument, persuasion, and propaganda. Instructor will be Morgan Jaffe. So once again, that's 6 to 9 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday. So if you like additional information, and if you'd like to make a quick registration, you can take this number down. That's 617-661-6900. And you can inquire about joining this class tomorrow at 6 p.m. So this class for members is $15, and for the general public it's $20. That's look at war propaganda from World War I to the present day. That's war propaganda is entitled in class. And don't forget John Lack the Music. His broadcast will be on live Mondays at 7:30 and Tuesday to 12 to 2 p.m. All is well. Dr. John Lack the Music. So you can get in touch with him at 712-775-7031. That's the Christian Grace Conference Health Ministries. That's his Christian faith ministry for all nations. Okay, that's the CCTV's own Dr. John Lack the Music. Okay, there are a few other things, but I want to get back to the opening video, which depicted another historical account of CARE. That's the Council on American Islamic Relations, and their arrival here in the U.S. I guess that's their birth till the present day. So we want to get back to that, but if I don't get back to you, if time doesn't permit, I'd like to leave you with this, that the superior wisdom can never be subjected by inferior wisdom. So until I see you next time, I leave you with the ancient Islamic greeting of peace, goodwill, and justice, and that is Assalamu alaikum.